When I first stumbled across the little lakeside cabin, it looked like nothing more than a forgotten shack. The roof sagged, the porch was rotten, and the windows were boarded up. The old owner, tired of paying taxes on land he never used, jokingly offered it to me for a quarter. I handed him 25 cents, filed the deed at the county office, and thought nothing of it. To everyone else, it was worthless. To me, it was a project. I spent the next year pouring sweat, time, and money into that cabin. I replaced the roof with cedar shingles, rebuilt the dock, and opened the views of a lake with careful landscaping. What started as a dilapidated shack slowly became a luxury retreat. Then came the news. Developers announced a billion-dollar resort across the lake. Overnight, property values skyrocketed. My little cabin, once practically given away, was now worth $10 million. That's when the HOA came knocking. Karen, the HOA president, showed up with two board members, their clipboards clutched like weapons. She barely glanced at me before saying, "This cabin actually falls under HOA jurisdiction. By community vote, the property is now considered common space. You'll need to turn over the deed and pay outstanding dues immediately." I nearly choked on my coffee. "Excuse me? I own this land outright. You don't have any claim to it." Karen smirked. "Property values this high affect the entire neighborhood. Your cabin exists because of community development. It belongs to the HOA now." Her arrogance was staggering, but she had no idea who she was dealing with. The next week, I filed a counterclaim in court. I presented the original deed for 25 cents, the receipts for every board I hammered, and the official appraisal showing the new $10 million valuation. When the judge asked the HOA's lawyer for proof of ownership, they had nothing but a vague community vote and Karen's self-made paperwork. The judge's ruling was swift. Not only did I own the cabin free and clear, but the HOA was fined for harassment and attempting to unlawfully seize property. Karen turned pale as the gavel came down. The courtroom murmured with laughter as the judge said, "Maybe next time, don't underestimate the value of a quarter or the law." I walked out smiling, keys in my pocket, knowing that my 25-cent investment had not only turned into millions, but also exposed the greed and desperation of a corrupt HOA. The cabin stood proudly by the lake, mine forever, proof that sometimes the small